Morning peeps. I just wanted to come in real quick to clarify a few things regarding the blackout. Some are calling it the blackout, some are calling it the boycott. I want to first say to the Asians out there who are doing videos, throwing up in black people's faces to stop using Asian products, and y'all are calling out the iPhone, for instance, right? Stop using the iPhone. I think you guys are confusing made in China or manufactured in China with who actually owns the company. So you say stop using the iPhone. I say the iPhone is only made in China or manufactured in China. The person who owns the company is a group of white men. It was started by Steve Jobs, a white man, here in the United States. Okay? And now it's owned by two other white men. But yeah, it's made in China. They make the iPhone in China. But yeah, a Chinese person doesn't own it. The same thing with clothes or Jordans. Y'all brought up Nike and Jordans, right? Yeah, it may be manufactured in China, made in China, but Nike is a U.S. based, a U.S. owned company. And Jordan, Michael Jordan, is a black man. Next, y'all keep bringing up about TikTok being a Chinese company. Partially true. Last year, maybe the year before, TikTok was forced to sell the majority of the business to Larry Ellison, he's the owner of the Oracle Group. There's an investment group over here in the United States and in Israel. And I believe one of those Middle Eastern countries is also a part of the group. Yeah, they bought TikTok. Yeah. They own 80% of the US based TikTok. The Chinese only owns about 20%. So the Chinese are no longer the majority owner of TikTok. Yeah, I need for y'all to catch up on all of this. Next, for all of you Asians that are threatening to boycott black businesses, I wish you the very best of luck with that. Why? Because you all rarely patronize black businesses in the first place. So, yeah, good luck to you on that. Lastly, to my people, black people, I know you've been putting in work to research black-owned nail salons, black-owned beauty supply stores, even black-owned liquor stores or wine and spirits or anything like that for you to patronize. I know you've been putting in work, but you're going to have to put in just a little bit more work, because what the Asians are now doing, when you go to Google a certain businesses, they are putting in their descriptions that their business is black owned. They're putting it in the metadata. They are trying to trick black people. Okay, so you're going to have to do a little bit more research to ensure that that nail salon is black owned, to ensure that that beauty supply store is black owned. And you may find that you Googled one of those businesses and Google said that this was a black owned business, and you get into that beauty supply store and you don't see any black faces in that beauty supply store. And then you're going to have to decide if you are going to turn around and walk out, or if you're going to spend your dollars in that supply store or that nail salon. I'm hoping that you will turn around and walk out. Black business owners who have websites, put the owner and a picture of the owner. Do an about section of the owner. Do an owner spotlight on your website. Make it easy for us to know that this business is black owned. You have black text. Take a picture with your black text at your nail salon so we know for sure that we're dealing with a black owned business. Help us out so that there won't be any questions or any doubt that your business is black owned. Yeah, because they're coming with the trickery. That's all I got.
Boycott war is still on, and is getting heater and heater. And this time around, this video seeks to talk about Asians calling on Asians to boycott black businesses. And the black people are saying, in the first place, you guys never invested. And they are citing, products that are being used in China. And just credits to the original video content owner. She cited the fact that these products may be made in China, but the companies are owned by foreigners, as it were. And so the debate is going back and forth and impersonations of black people, because the black dollar is no longer getting into Asian hands and businesses. And someone is saying it was just an individual who did this. Why do you not classify the entire the entire Asians for what a particular person did? Why do the profiling, as it were? And it's not still helping matters. The black community is not backing down, and so we try to look at some videos and explain the situation on ground. All credits to the original content creator. If you're a first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please hit that subscription button, hit that notification button, so that when we bring up updates, you'll be the first to be notified. We want to thank you if you're an old-time follower. So let's dive right into the videos. See you at the end of the video as we give our final conclusion.
The business owner, like the Asian business owners, Chinese, Korean, I never know like which is which when I'm looking at them or talking to them, but they are in an uproar right now. They are so upset because it is said that their businesses are getting boycotted, that their parking lots are empty, based off of a not guilty verdict that's recently happened prior to this weekend. And there's a lot of people upset, and people are really upset at the Asian community. I have never ever seen an Asian go off before until today. I have never seen a Korea or a Chinese person go off and just go in so hard until I seen it today on TikTok. These people are pissed. Allegedly, one Asian came back and said that we actually need them, that we can't make it without their businesses. They said everything that we buy is made in China, made in Korea, and so on and so on. The guy basically said that we cannot make it without their products. But yet, I don't think that he completely lied. If you go into our stores, 90% of what's on those shelves in the store, made in China. The next time you go to Walmart, Target, or any of those stores, pick up one of those coffee cups, look at the bottom of it, made in China. Your spoons, knife, and fork set, turn it over and look at it, made in China. The next time you go buy a blanket or something, look at the tag on the blanket, made in China. So they are talking, bro, and these people are pissed because they feel like the boycott is really affecting their businesses. And if it's true, and some of the videos I've seen on TikTok today is true, and they're not made up AI videos, it looks like that boycott is taking effect extremely fast. One lady pulled up to 3 of the nail salons, and every last one of them was empty, man. Now, I don't know if those nail salons open on Sunday. She could have been capping and pulled up on a day that they were closed, but it seems to me like those nail salons are open 7 days a week, man. But them Asians is starting to try to clap back, bro. Y'all better be careful. I ain't never seen an Asian go off like I seen today. It's getting crazy out here.
An Asian content creator got on this here internet wearing what can only be described as a Black American starter kit and decided to tell Black people that our money doesn't matter. Okay. According to him, Black people need Asian-owned businesses more than Asian-owned businesses need Black people. A boycott wouldn't move anything. The loss wouldn't register. Our dollars don't count. Now, this might just be me, but if I genuinely believed that somebody's money didn't matter, I don't think I'd spend my afternoon making a video about it. So naturally, I went looking at the history, because this conversation isn't really about just one video, right? The very second that Black people start talking economics, where our money goes, who profits from it, who builds wealth off our communities. People get uncomfortable. That same discomfort doesn't appear when other groups do the same thing. Every immigrant community that's come to this country has done it. Jewish, Chinese, Korean, Italian, Indian, Armenian, pooling resources, building businesses, keeping their money inside their communities for as long as possible. Nobody finds that controversial though. But what they fail to recognize is that we understood the same thing. We had to. After slavery, black communities built banks, hospitals, insurance companies, schools, newspapers, whole business districts. The Greenwood neighborhood in Tulsa, Oklahoma had 191 businesses. It had 2 schools, a hospital, and a library, all by 1921. They called it Black Wall Street. But on May 31st, 1921, a white mob attacked it. 2 days of looting, burning, and shooting. But it's us, right? We're the problem. 35 square blocks destroyed. More than 1,200 black homes, businesses, schools, and churches, y'all, burned to the ground. World War I era planes dropped bombs from the sky on the Greenwood neighborhood. The official death toll was 36. But we know the estimates were around 300 black people killed, murdered. The survivors were rounded up and held in internment camps in their own city. They were issued identification cards and couldn't leave without permission from a white supervisor. Insurance companies refused every claim. They had something called a riot clause. Not a single black resident ever received financial assistance to rebuild. So when somebody gets on the internet and tells black people that our money doesn't matter, I automatically think they're a dumbass. A racist dumbass. Corporations spend billions chasing black consumers. Political campaigns spend millions trying to reach black voters. Entire industries are built around marketing to black communities. Our money matters. It mattered enough to burn a city for it in 1921. It mattered enough to redline neighborhoods for the next 50 years. It matters enough that every quarter, somebody's profit and loss statement depends on us showing up. Apparently our money matters right up until we start talking about where we want to spend it. Then all of a sudden it doesn't. Right? Nobody's entitled to black customers. We spend our money where we want. That's how markets work. That's how capitalism works. That's how every other community inside this country operates. The fact that this becomes a controversy every time black people say it out loud tells me that this was never about money. It was about leverage. And this country has been comfortable with black spending. It's black leverage that's always made them nervous. But if you know anything about me, you know I love a good challenge. Shop black. Spend with your people. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. We gonna show you better than we can tell you. Invest in black businesses. Build the community. Y'all, we are overdue.
So welcome back, guys. You know you are the reason why we do what we do, and you can obviously see that there's a going back and forth. But the issue is this: the underlying issue is this: this boycott is taking a serious hit on their businesses, whether they want to admit it or not. And you going online making excuses, making videos that we don't need your businesses, we don't need your money, is obviously you trying to, well up sympathy. Because if you don't need going around making videos about someone who doesn't really matter. It's evident that the black dollars matter, and the black community is taking back their money. This is just my opinion. So I want to know what your thoughts, your opinions are in the comment section. If you like what we do, please hit that notification button, hit that subscription button, so that you will be notified whenever we do new contents. See you on the next video. Bye and thank you.
I come on here to tell y'all that I am not boycotting Asian restaurants. I'm not boycotting Asian like nail techs. You know why? Because I never shopped with them motherfuckers anyway. They were racist to me when I worked for Chase Bank. Asian people hated blacks. I've been discriminated against here in Norman. The little Asian lady lived next door to me. She was selling parking spots, parking people behind my house because we had a duplex, and she was getting paid for it because we lived by the OU stadium, so people will pay to park in your yard if they can walk to the stadium from your yard. Well, she was getting paid for spots behind my apartment. So I went over and asked, I said, how are you parking people in my yard and getting paid and not giving me part of the money. Well, the next week, she blocked it off where they couldn't park behind my house. Anyway, she didn't want me to make no money, so there's that. I've been cursed out over the phone, talked crazy too by them, because they knew I was black over the phone. So yeah, I'm not boycotting because I never liked Chinese food anyway. I never got my nails done anyway. My nails are natural. I don't deal with them. I don't buy fake hair because I got hair. So I ain't gonna boycott them, but I'm glad y'all are, because that man should have been found guilty for killing that baby over that damn bottle of water. And I don't care what you say, but they've been getting away with being racist toward us for a long time. And I feel like this, even during the pandemic, they were throwing people out over there in China. They were being racist during the pandemic too. So I hope they all go out of business. And even though I'm not boycotting, I'm on here to tell y'all go ahead and take that black dollar back. Let them see. I never did shop at Target either, so I never did have to boycott them. If you ain't never shopped with them or they ain't never got none of my money. So I'm happy for black people standing up for their rights. I love y'all.